You're so fine and you're all mine. I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Cappers Nation Live. Saturday, the 11th of December. What is going on, everybody? Look at all them Navy backers. There's far and few between. More like Army backers or like Redskins backers this week. Probably gonna lose. Woo! The fuck is going on with the board today? Oh my lord, the board went crazy on us, folks. The board went crazy on us. Alrighty, let's read through some of the comments. What's going on, everybody? See, we got a lively group this morning. Looks like we're going to have a lot of fun today. We get college basketball starting right now. Which I guess I should have went live like 20 minutes ago. But hey, nonetheless, we weren't ready yet. Which, no big deal. We're not going to miss nothing. By the way, our first premium play does not start until 2 p.m. Eastern time. My first personal play does not start until 4 p.m. Eastern time. We take in some late games today, folks. And, yeah, buddy, if you were on yesterday, you made some money. And if you're on today, you're going to make some more money. Jose, what's going on? Ronald, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, Louisville. We fell for that trap. The breakdown sounded too fucking good to be true as well. Michael, good morning. Greg Ingo, good morning. Thanks for jumping back on board the combo package for the game of the year, by the way. Marcus, good morning. Kirk, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Thank you to you as well, jumping on board the Game of the Year combo package as well as everybody that did. The other Anthony, the Fisher kind, good morning to you, or good afternoon, I guess, if you're on the East Coast. Tim Stack, or Time to Stack. Sorry, my vision's a little blurry this morning. Something in my eyeball. Brandon, 33, says, it's my birthday. Need to make some birthday money. We're going to. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. Jose says Buffalo or Tampa. Ask tomorrow. Juan, good morning. By the way, if you are a YouTube exclusive member, not only are you going to get a video, but you also have a members only discount that is only available to YouTube exclusive members if you check the community page. So if your name is not in green, you don't have the little icon next to it, you're not a YouTube exclusive member. And if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, you're flat out missing out. There will be a members only video that will be dropping shortly after our live show. And let's just say we pick up 10 new members in this video. Not only will I give out an additional second play in the members only video for today, but we'll also throw up a members only video for Sunday as well. And some really big shit. So if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, I just posted a link to it. You are flat out going to miss out. So if your name is not in green, it's only $15 a month to become a YouTube exclusive member. JB says football posted. What do you mean football posted? Football posted for what? Game of the year? NFL tomorrow? Week 17? What are you asking about, JB? So if you're not a YouTube exclusive member, don't make me call you guys out. See you all here. Go click that join now button. Renault, I like that. JB, no, NFL would not be out for tomorrow because it's Saturday. And no, my game of the year is not out yet. But it will be. Shane says, I'm out salting. Hey, brother, I feel your pain. It's like 45 degrees today. I'm going to have to get a jacket. It's 45 today. I know. You're salting in the fucking snow. And here I am crying about it being 45. But I'm going to be honest. Last weekend, it was 85 degrees. There's one. Renaud, welcome back, my brother. There's one. 9 more to go. 9 more to go today. And then we'll put out a second one. Renaud starting the joining party. Welcome back, my brother. So last weekend, round of applause to Renaud and all the other YouTube exclusive members that support the YouTube channel. Last weekend, actually last Friday, I had my surf boat, had my Taiga detailed. Why? The water's fucking cold, but it's 85 degrees last weekend. And I'm thinking, oh man, we're going to have a beautiful winter. I can surf all winter long. I mean, I got a dry suit. I could go out in 45, but I don't want to. And the boat's got heaters, to heat yourself up, whatever. But I had the boat detailed last weekend thinking that we're going to start going back out in it. And sure enough, it was like rain. It rained yesterday. Actually, not yesterday, but the day before. And now we get 45 degrees. So Shane, while you're out there salting, I get 45 degrees. It's kind of like the same thing. We got a 40-degree drop in temperature. You probably got a 40-degree drop as well. But no, I know it's not the same. I'm just being a pansy. 45 and cold today, folks. I think I'm going to go get fitted for some new golf clubs later today. Going to take my Phoenix Suns money that I bet at the FanDuel Sportsbook while I was sitting courtside yesterday. That is fucking nice, by the way. At the Footprint Center, you could literally go back and forth from the arena to the sportsbook, back and forth if you want to. Now, I didn't because I bet ahead of time and I was sitting courtside. Now, we'd go to the Gila River Club, which is down on the floor, for our free cocktails. But man, game was a lot of fun yesterday. I haven't been to the Footprint Center since they redid it. I definitely need to go back. And thanks to the guys at FanDuel for the courtside tickets. Definitely for the hospitality. Shane says it's 35 here now. See, we've got it real bad. 45 in Arizona is like, we're on the frozen tundra. Fucking shit's 45 and it's snowing in Flagstaff. Watch out. Watch out. Congrats to everybody that had Murray State yesterday. It was one of my personal plays. Michael, round of applause to you. Number 2, my brother. Ronald's got 70 in Philly. What the hell? Alex says, good morning, Keezy. Saw you on TV last night. Can I have your autograph? Hopefully I wasn't picking my nose. You saw my ugly mug on TV? Very nice. Very nice. Had to wear a mask and all. Sitting on the floor, you got to wear a mask, but we definitely wished you were with us, Alex. You got to come out. That's for sure. That's for sure. William tuning in via text. Good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning. Michael, they both should be posted today. Now, I know they reactivated the Sunday plays, and the pages are turned on and active for both my game of the week or game of the year and the Sunday NFL guarantee play, but they're not posted yet. Should be a little bit later today, though. Alex is 49 here in Cali, right? I mean, it's cold today. It's cold today. I wanted to go surfing this weekend. I was hoping to go surfing this weekend. Yeah, no, not doing that one. I don't think I can. I mean, I would, but I don't think. I mean, I got a dry suit and a wet suit, but I don't feel. Oh, it's supposed to be a high of 63 later. Okay, we're talking. We're talking. But I don't think I could con anybody to go out with me though. That's the problem. Definitely no bikinis. I don't. Maybe with enough booze. Awesome, Michael. And Michael, make sure you check the YouTube community page because you're a YouTube exclusive member. There is a members only discount. Members only discount for today, by the way. Brandon, 33. Welcome. Welcome to the Cat Nation family. Give you a round of applause, my brother. There's 3 down, 7 more to go. 7 more to go. And you guys are getting a YouTube exclusive members only video today anyways. The discount is already up for all members, which by the way, the discount that you save, not including what you win, but what you save is like 4.5 months anyways of membership. So it's a win-win. But if we hit that 10 mark, for new signups today, when we're at 3 already, we're going to make it a second additional one plus an extra video tomorrow. Alrighty, so we're going to jump into it. We have one college football game today, the Army-Navy game. And let me tell you, they all seem to go under, like 15 straight or whatever the fuck it is. That total sitting at 35, who is that enticing? Especially when you see what Navy did last week. Hold on one second, guys. Alrighty. Alex says, pray for the Midwest states. 30 tornadoes destroying buildings across 7 states, death toll in the hundreds. Wow. I read something about it early this morning, but I didn't know it was that bad. Definitely thoughts and prayers. I haven't been on social media this morning at all. I haven't been on my Facebook or Instagram or anything like that this morning. That's horrible. That's horrible. Ronald says, let's go Navy and cover that 7.5. Right? Let's go Navy, baby. We will take a look at that game. We'll do the Army-Navy game first. And then we'll jump into college hoops and see what kind of damage we can... Hold on one second. All right. So we're going to jump right into it. In about a minute, we'll have the breakdown started for the Army-Navy game. And then we'll jump straight into college hoops and see what kind of damage we can create today. Daily Free Play was a nice winner yesterday. I do believe today's Daily Free Play winner will be another winner for everybody. So if you're not on board it, you're going to want to be. By the way, UFC today. UFC is going to be a banger. UFC 269. And FC will be on the live show. We haven't had FC on the live show in a long time. In a long time. So we'll see about getting FC on the show. Chit chat. Make him give us something good. And let's have some fun. Alrighty, I think we're good to go. Everything should be popping up right now for the Army-Navy game. If you're not familiar, the line on this one, which it was Navy plus 7.5 minus 109, or minus $1.15. Now it's plus 7 minus 109. A little bit of line movement. Army laying 7. Total still hovering at the 35. It's trending in the upward direction. Frozen screen. Thank you. We'll get that fixed. Probably not. Let me tell you. Throw that little turtle out there. Who's ready for the Tijuana Turtle races later today? Game 103, 104, Army versus Navy. By the way, I am going to tell you guys, I am a Navy veteran. I am a sailor. Go Navy, beat Army. I don't fucking care what the line is. My personal opinion, which doesn't matter today for betting purposes. All right? This might be a biased breakdown. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, but you have to read between the lines on this one. But this is probably going to be a biased, not an unbiased, a biased breakdown for Navy. On just the breakdown. Now, what we put out as part of our premium plays, that is an unbiased breakdown. That is an unbiased assessment based on everybody at the entire company that comes together. Alrighty, taking a look. You got Navy, 3-8 on the year. Fucking disaster outright, right? However, 10th toughest schedule in all of college football. They've hung in with a lot of teams. They've covered 7 out of 11 of their games. They went 7-4 against the spread, 5-6 to the over. Then you get Army, the exact opposite of their straight-up record. And Navy get Army 8-3 straight up, 6-5 against the spread, 5-6 to the over. Taking a look at Army's losses, they lost 3 straight. They lost to Ball State 28-16. They lost to Wisconsin 20-14, and they got smoked in a Wake Forest blowout where they lost 70-56. I mean, they still lost by 2 touchdowns. But they gave up 70 points to Wake Forest. Ronald, it was my pleasure, brother. No need to thank me. You know, the commercial said, join the Navy, see the world. I fucking did. I absolutely did. I've been drunk in more foreign ports than I could even remember. I've crawled on the ship in more foreign ports than I can even remember. And then you go and you take a look at Navy's 3 wins. They beat UCF 34-30. They beat Tulsa 20-17. And they just beat Temple to end the season 38-14. Beat them by 24 points as a 13.5-point favorite. They covered the spread against ECU where they were plus 3.5. They covered against Tulsa where they were plus 11 and they won outright. They covered against Cincinnati where they were catching 29 points and they lost by 7. They covered against SMU where they were catching 13.5 and they lost by 7. They covered against UCF where they were catching 15 and they won outright, and that one won 34-30. And they covered when they were catching 20 against Houston. They lost by 8, 28-20. Four of Navy's 7 covers have gone over the total. Just throwing that out there. When you take a look at the numbers, the side-by-side comparison, there is a 15.1 point differential between the two. Katie says it's probably safe to say that Kyle curses like a sailor. Fuck right I do. I had to drop the F-bomb, right? The F-bomb's like in every other word for me. I definitely curse like a sailor. It gets me in trouble more times than not, let me tell you. And it's not socially acceptable just to say, I talk like a sailor. We need another coffee, that's for sure. YouTube exclusive members, you better hit that join button. 7 away from an extra play going to be released in that video. Awesome, Ronald. Yeah, USAA does a great job, that's for sure. It's good to be a member of them. Navy, 21-9 against the spread, dating back to 2000. On the road versus a poor passing defense, yielding more than 7.7 yards per passing attempt. Army, 41, 58-1 out of the last 100 games. Versus a team with a losing record. Army plays down to their competition over 50% of the time. Army, 15-0 to the under in their head-to-head matchup with Navy. 15-0 to the under. Chances are it goes under again. But, man, I'd love to see this one be a fucking burner, man. 80 points scored in this one. 0 defense. Is that going to happen? Let's take a look at the defenses first of all. Navy. They average giving up 29.6 points a game compared to the 22.8 of Army. The defenses get torched in the air and have fairly decent run defenses. Navy's holding teams to 132 a game on the ground, 4.1 yards per carry. Army should be able to run all over the midshipmen. Army gives up 104 a game on the ground at 3.7 yards per carry. Navy is going to have to create big plays somehow. Can they do it in the air? We've seen that flea flicker that they had last week. That went, 57 yards or whatever it was for a TD? It was fucking perfect. Navy's defense average has given up 228 yards a game in the air at 8.7 yards per passing attempt. I think Army threw 4 passes in their last game. In Army's last game of the season, I think they threw 4 passes against Liberty. I think that's what it was, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how many passes we're going to see today. If they had a special prop on how many passes we might see in this game, I'd have to say probably under 15. Army's defense gives up 104 a game on the ground, as we were saying, 3.7 yards per carry and 220 in the air at 8.1 yards per passing attempt. Both teams are in the plus category in turnovers, +6 for Navy, +7 for Army. Army does average 94 passing yards a game compared to the 54 of Navy. I think we see a lot of a lot more running plays today, but I do think one of these teams is going to have to exploit those secondaries of the other team because they're going to be least expecting it. They're not going to be expecting those passing plays. Of the two, which one? I mean, Army Sad to say, averages 12.1 yards per passing attempt. Neutral site game, MetLife Stadium. What to expect in this one, folks? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Biased opinion, Navy. Unbiased opinion, Navy. My opinion, Navy. Ask me tomorrow, Navy. Ask me yesterday, Navy. Ask me next year, Navy. Go Navy, beat Army. That's what you gotta fucking say. I'm a sailor. Let's just not get shut out this year. All right, in all intensive purposes, Army's total is sitting at 21. Navy's at 13.5. First quarter sitting at 7. I'd like to say that I honestly, I think we see points today, and that's an unbiased opinion. My biased opinion is Navy plus the 7.5. Renault says, you sure that was coffee in the cup? It could have been a little Mexican coffee. Could have had some tequila and Kahlua in there with some black coffee, right? It is Saturday and it is the holidays. Kahlua, some Baileys, it is the holidays. Socially acceptable to drink on a Saturday morning, right? I mean, it's Saturday afternoon for you guys, for most of you. All right, so with real intensive purposes, biased opinion, Navy. All right? Fucking Navy. Navy. My pride says Navy. I can't bet on Army. Come on now. To the Army vets in here, sorry. Go Navy. I'm not sorry. As far as the total goes, it's 15 straight unders. I like to buck trends. Everybody's on the under. I like to be on the over. And not intensive purpose in that, only when the numbers add up. I look at the offensive numbers. They're averaging 55.9 points per game combined between both teams. That's what they average. Their defenses give up 52.4 points per game. I think we're in the 50s, folks. I think this is the first year in 15 fucking meetings that we see an over. I say that and watch. It'll be a 7-3 victory by Navy. Now, I am going to bet the over. But it's going to be a small bet for me. It's going to be more of a fun money wager. But in all seriousness, more like a strong lean from FC. So whereas I'm putting $3,000 to $5,000 on a premium or personal play, I'm putting $500 on it. For all intensive purposes. Total sitting at 35. Just shopping around different books, looking at, different options. First half total, low. First quarter sitting at 7. I was hoping DraftKings or FanDuel or somebody would have an alternate first quarter total on this one, and it would be under 7.5, or under 7, we could take a touchdown. Alex is already on the over 34 since Thursday. Very nice. So we're putting that one up on the board. Navy versus Army, over 35. Personally, I would probably buy it down to 34, minus $1.30. And the over 7 in the first quarter, by the way, is a strong lean. I'm going to have a small little wager on that one for fun. I think we get it, though. Don't mind me. I don't know what's going on. The whole board is all screwy. All of a sudden, I need to hang that other board is what I need to do. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, folks. That was rather weird. Get this pole spinning and then the TVs go out. Weird. Random. That was random. All right. Get this pole spinning. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we're taking it at 34 minus $1.30. I don't mind the extra 20-cent juice to get it off of that even Steven 5 touchdown and 5 extra point mark. Rich, welcome. Rich, welcome. And again, I do lean towards the first quarter over. I do lean towards the first quarter over. All right, so now we're going to jump into some college hoops. Some college hoops. Auburn up by 17 at the half. Smoking Nebraska. Ohio State up by 2 as of right now. BYU trailing Creighton by 9. Raging Cajuns up by 4. At the 1 o'clock Eastern time hour, we get a handful of games. In my opinion, not a big fan of any of the early games. Maybe the Temple and St. Joe's game. Maybe. I mean, the St. Joseph's game, we'll take a look at that one and we'll start there. But I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff early. If you guys don't know, a lot of our plays are not even out yet. All right? A lot of our plays are not even out yet. I mean, our plays are out, but they haven't started. Nothing has started. We haven't had one personal play or one premium play start. Not one thing. We got a ways to go before our games actually start. So just double checking something. Give me 1 second, folks. We're going to pop up the live odds. And then give me 1 second, folks. Hold on. Alrighty. Just double checking something. Alright, so let's jump right into the Oh! That's fucking... So, we have a soccer plan, Juventus, right? And I literally was just betting the first half live over a half a goal at plus 120. I went to go bet it for 500, but I had a 25% profit boost from DraftKings. It knocked it down to 250 max bet, so I got that in. And I went to go bet the other 250, and they suspended it right as I was doing it because they scored a goal. But at least I got the 250 in with the nice little dog profit boost there. I actually forgot to bet our first soccer play, but I did get that one. 250 to cash out 625. It took it from plus 120 to plus 150 live in the first half. Over 1.5 is plus 145. I'll go for one more. I'll go for one more, please. See if we can't get lucky. Alrighty. But anyways, cashing an early ticket anyways. Ronald, I tend to agree with you on that one. Alex, the pole is spinning, brother. Little Heat, good morning. And we're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at a handful of games or a few games, and we'll bring on FC, and we'll see what kind of fun we can get out of him. All right, we'll see what kind of fun we can get out of old FC. Let's pop up the matchups for today, get the live odds up and running, switch over to college hoops. Game 6-11 and 6-12 will be the first one that we look at, Temple and St. Joseph's. As soon as I get it up and running, that's for sure. Line on this one, Temple on the road laying 1.5. Minus 106. St. Joseph's at plus 1.5. With that big total of 140 today. Give me 1 second, folks. Downloading an app on the iPad. Little Heat. Congrats on being a member for 7 months, Little Heat. Little Heat making the 7-month mark. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Well, not welcome, but thank you. He doesn't count as one. It's just mentioning him being a member for 7 months. But we need 7 more to go today. 7 more to go today. Robert, you're very welcome, and thank you, brother. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me log into this on the iPad, and then we'll be good to go. There we go. Well, Robert, my pleasure, man. Glad you liked it. And we will try and continue to keep the daily free plays winning because rightfully so they need to. Last week wasn't the best, or last month wasn't the best showing on the daily free plays, that's for sure. Paramount Plus, is that their mobile app? Probably is, huh? I know I have it through Amazon, but whatever. I was trying to watch a Juventus game, but I guess I'll just stick to the updates and hope we get another goal. Alrighty. Let me get this one up and running for everybody. Temple at St. Joseph's. Sorry for our PA guys if you're not allowed to bet it. I think it's New Jersey. They can't bet in New Jersey. But anyways, Temple 6-3 for the Owls on the year, guys. For Aaron Mickey and his Owls. After losing to USC, Clemson, and Boise State, they've rattled off, 5 straight wins? They beat Elon, Delaware, LaSalle, Penn, and most recently Vandy in overtime on Tuesday, 72-68. That was an away win. That was their first true away win. They've had 3 neutral site games over Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving. That was their first true road game against Vandy. The St. Joseph's Hawks guys, Billy Lang and the Hawks, 5-4 on the year. They're coming off a win over Penn, beating them 78-71. They lost to Nova 81-52 on the road. They beat Binghamton at home 79-57. They also beat Georgetown in a neutral site game. They lost by 15 to my Trojans. They lost to Monmouth 87-75. They lost to Drexel by 3 at home. They beat Maine St. Mary's and Maryland Eastern Shore all at home. They do have 2 home losses, both to Drexel and to Monmouth. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second, guys. I got to take this call. I do sincerely apologize. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. No more of that. I do apologize. Sincerely apologize. Had to take that call. But anyways, jumping into the Temple and St. Joseph's breakdown and what to expect in this. First of all, offenses, when you look at paper, there's a big difference on offenses. You have Temple that averages 47% from the field, 50% from St. Joseph's. Level of competition played so far, you have to give an edge to Temple for the fact that they played both USC, Clemson, and Boise State. Whereas St. Joseph's have played USC. However, they did beat Georgetown, which was a big win for their program on a neutral site game. But level of competition, so you're going to get statistical edges towards Temple, even though I don't really feel the advantages there. They both turn over the ball nearly the same amount of time. 1% difference in edge of Temple, which shouldn't be that big of a deal. Alex, you're welcome, brother. Offensive rebounds. Slight edge for Temple. They average 34.1% of all the rebounds are offensive rebounds. St. Joseph's, no slouch in that department either at 31%. Three-point shooting edge for St. Joseph's. They're averaging just under 33%, whereas Temple's averaging 30.6%. They need to pick that up. St. Joseph's is definitely the better shooting team, except when they come to the free throw line. St. Joseph's struggles from the charity stripe, 65.1% conversion, compared to the 70.6% of Temple. Temple averages converting just 48.5% of their two-point plays, 51 for St. Joseph's. Two-foul participation. Edge, St. Joseph's, they're in it 7.6% of the time. Just 27.1% for Temple. Just. That's a big number. Not a just. That is a big number. If you give me an edge on this one, the edge is St. Joseph's. I think they should be a pick'em at the most. If not, maybe slightly favored. I think this is a close game. You're going to give me 1.5 on the home team, St. Joseph's. That's where I think the money should be. St. Joe's plus 1.5 is where I lean on this one, folks. St. Joe's plus 1.5. Hold on one second, folks. So, Lane, St. Joseph's, plus the 1.5. I think that's where the money should be. I think they should probably more than likely be favored at home. And the books are expecting this one to be a close one. By the way, daily free play video was out roughly around the same time that we went live. If you haven't seen the daily free play video, that one is up. That one is up. All right, so jumping into some more breakdowns. Just rolling down the thunder, rolling down the list. It's not looking like I'm getting that second goal in that soccer game, but hey, whatever. We got the first one. With the second one in the second half. You never know, though. Still 30 seconds left. Moving on down the list, let's take a look at Arkansas and Oklahoma. We're going to take a look at Arkansas and Oklahoma next. This should be a fairly good matchup. It'll be on ESPN2 for you guys. While I pull up the lines for this one, game 621, 622, if you're looking to follow along. We get Arkansas, 9-0 on the year. 9-0 on the year. This is going to be a good game. I don't know who this is. Oh, my detailer texted me of another Corvette. Arkansas 9-0 for the Razorbacks. Coming off their big win over Charlotte, they beat Little Rock, Central Arkansas, Penn, Cincinnati, Kansas State, Northern Iowa, Gardner-Webb, and Mercer. Kind of a gimme 9-0 schedule. Kind of a gimme 9-0 schedule. They have a semi-away game against Kansas State, and they had a neutral site win by 6 over Cincinnati, which was their toughest game yet. They're going to be going up against Oklahoma, 7-2 for Porter Moser and the Sooners guys, who are coming off a 66-62 overtime loss to Butler at home. They beat Florida. They beat UCF on the road. They had a big win over Houston Baptist. They did lose to Utah State by 3 in a neutral site game. They also have wins over Indiana State, ECU, UTSA, and Northwestern State. In today's matchup, it's a pick 'em. It is a straight pick. What to expect with this matchup? We get the game as a pick. We get a total high at 144. What to expect out of this game? You have a first half sitting at a pick as well. When you start diving into the numbers, offensive edge, Arkansas. However, level of competition played. Who has Arkansas played? Cincinnati? They've played Cincinnati, whose only losses are to Monmouth and Arkansas, who has a big win over Illinois, and that's it. Okay, maybe a 5-point victory over Georgia. Even though the offensive edge on paper is to Arkansas, Oklahoma's level of competition, the fact that they played Butler, Florida, and UCF, in my opinion, gives them the edge as strength of schedule goes. Defensive advantage, I put their defenses ranked fairly similar. Even though the numbers don't support it, Oklahoma has the better defensive numbers. They're holding teams at 27.5% three-point shooting compared to the 35% of Arkansas. They're holding teams at just 48.8% conversion of all their two-point plays. Arkansas's defense sitting at 47.6%, so fairly decent there. Both teams are holding opponents to 69% free throw shooting. Speaking of 69% free throw shooting, 69.7% is what Arkansas averages from the line, 71.8% from Oklahoma. So a game that is set as a pick, that the books are saying is going to be close. There is a 2% advantage for Oklahoma. Can that 2% make a difference for an extra bucket down the line? Possibly. Alex, holy shit. I'm looking at that link that you just sent me. Oh my, I didn't know it was that bad. Holy shit. Thoughts and prayers to the people affected. And I hope we have nobody, and you guys have no friends or family affected. That is just straight disgusting. Oh my Lord. Offensive advantage. Oklahoma's the better shooting team. They average 56% conversion from the field compared to the 52.5% from Arkansas. Arkansas struggles from out deep, 28.5% from three-point range, 32.9% for Oklahoma. Oklahoma averages knocking down 61.1% of all their two-point plays, number 2 in the stat in the entire country. 56.9% for Arkansas. Oklahoma's a better free throw shooting team by a little bit. 2 foul participation, no advantage, 8.8% for Oklahoma, a little over 1% for Arkansas. They don't participate in it. When you take a look at the Bank of Oklahoma Center and the advantage for playing at home, they get a home court advantage score of 4.0, 24th toughest place to play. Advantage everywhere, Oklahoma. Hold on one second, folks. Somebody didn't think I'm filming live, so I'm sending them a picture. Alrighty. I don't think the advantage is just a pick. Alex, I don't think I want to watch that. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. I don't think the advantage is a pick. I think the advantage is way more than a pick in this game. I think the books have this one screwed up. I know a lot of people are predicting Arkansas winning by 3. I see it the opposite. I see it the opposite. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we're going to dunk a little off, but I don't think so, folks. All right, let me text FC because we're going to bring him on in about 10 minutes. That's about what I got with you guys. We got about 10 minutes left, or before I could bring him on. Just texted him. I said, don't hide. You're coming on the live show in 10 minutes. All right. I've got one more plan for us. For later today. We're going to take a look at that Boston U and Dartmouth game. I don't think this one's on many people's radars. I really don't. Boston U and Dartmouth. That's where we're taking a look at. All right? I don't think this one is on many people's radars at all. Matter of fact, if you go to look at the excitement level for this game, you're probably going to have to go to the very, 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 very near bottom of the pack to find any excitement level from anybody on this game, with the exception of probably me. This is a 6:30 Eastern time game. By the way, it will be on ESPN Plus. It will be on ESPN Plus. Don't forget UFC today, guys. If you're not on the UFC, go get FC's UFC. $29.99 for the full card. $29.99 for the full card. $25 for his max fight pick. By the way, there is a members-only discount for Guaranteed Saturday today. If you're not a YouTube exclusive member, you don't have access to it. So don't miss out on that one. Alex, there's a members-only video coming out immediately after the live show. And I said if we got 10 new members today, or renewed members, I would add a second additional play to it. However, we're at 3 right now. We need 7 more. I don't think we're getting 7 more. If we get 4 more, if we get 7 of the 10 for the goal, I will add a second additional play to it and an extra video tomorrow. So if your name is not showing up in green, time to hit the join now button. There's a link right there in the comment section. A lot of you folks. Only $15.90. Hell, you can get the $9.99 membership. We'll get you access to today's video. All right. We're going to pop up the odds for this one for Boston U and Dartmouth. And then we're going to get at it. Because we got some money to be made today. And again, I think we got a sleeper in Oklahoma up on the board. It is an added game, 306-163, 306-164 if you're looking for the numbers on this one. Boston U and Dartmouth is an added game. Boston U laying 3, over and under 126.5. Courtesy of our friends over at betonline.ag. Jesus' members plays pay for themselves. That they do. That they do. Auburn up 21. Ohio State up 5. BYU down 18 at the start of the half. Creighton smoking them. One second, folks. One quick second. Oh, alrighty then. Trying to check the line for the same game at another book. But I doubt we'll see a money line on it. Maybe. Okay. No. Oh, that was a Brian game. Oh, there is. Boston U laying 3, minus 105 at our friends over at DraftKings, minus 140. It's always good to have multiple books to shop around. Or plus 120 for Dartmouth. Let's take a look at Dartmouth. 3-4 for the Big Green on the year. Dave McLaughlin in the Big Green. Opened up a loss against Boston College to start the year. Yeah, Alex, FC will be on live in 5 minutes. They beat Georgetown. 69-60. They beat Northern Vermont. They beat Bryant. They lost to Vermont. Florida Gulf Coast, and Quinnipiac. Let's take a look at Boston U. Their 3 losses. They're 8-3 on the year. 3 losses to Rhode Island to start the season. Northeastern by 1, and Florida State by 1 in overtime. They have 2 losses with a combined loss of by 2 points for 2 of those 3 losses. They have wins over Gordon, which was a gimme game, Hartford, Northern Illinois, Sam Houston State, Merrimack, George Washington, Binghamton, and UMass Lowell. They get a big game today against Dartmouth. What to expect in this one? Offensive advantage, Boston U. They average knocking down 51.2% from the field, 34.4% of all their 3-point attempts, 50.8% of all their 2-point plays, and they are knocking down 76.6% from the free throw line. Dartmouth, they're hitting 47.8% from the field. Not bad from from out deep, 35%. They struggle converting all their 2-point plays at just 43.2%, but they knock down from the charity stripe at 77.4%. Defensive advantage. Boston U again. Boston U holding teams to 30.6% shooting from out deep, and 48.9% of all their 2-point plays is what their opponents are making. Whereas Dartmouth's defense gives up 34% 3-point shooting and 51.5% of all the 2-point plays. Boston U's turnover percentage is the only thing that scares me. It's high at 23.2%. 2 foul participation, both participate no more than Boston U at 30%. 16% for Dartmouth. So you got to give a slight edge to Dartmouth on the 2 foul participation. Height advantage, almost a little over 1.25 inches height advantage for the players coming out of Boston U. Ronald says Bet Rivers has the money line. Yeah, DraftKings has the money line minus what we said it was 140. Later on today. As far as this game goes, guys, Boston U, I don't have an official play on it, but I like Boston U. As of right now, it's like a strong lean, an unspoken strong lean. More than likely, I'm going to have some money on it. Undecided how much at the moment. Seth, are you going to the game? Are you going to the fights tonight? It's funny. I thought about trying to hop a quick flight out there just to go. Juan says he loves Boston U. Me too. I do like it tonight, almost too much. So it's got me leery on it. I'm waiting to see how the rest of the the morning starts before, depending on how much. I was actually supposed to be out there this weekend for Jason Aldean, UFC, all of that stuff, but somehow I got stuck in this office. Alrighty, so let's call this ugly fucker up and see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Hello?
Yeah, you're late this morning. Where are you?
I'm running late. I'm not running late, huh?
Yeah, you're running late.
No, that's
You're
not
always
me.
late. You're
No, I'm
late.
not.
Let me
I'm
tell you.
never late.
Time I gotta pick your ass up to take you to dinner or something. You're always late. You're never worth the wait, though. You're a bad date. You don't put out. What's going on?
Are we live? What's going on?
No, we're not live yet. Almost.
No, okay.
Yeah, we're almost.
Okay.
We're gonna go live in about an hour.
I haven't been live in forever, man.
I know,
Been so busy.
hiding under a fucking rock.
No, I've just been hitting the street.
I don't want to go
No.
live. They're gonna roast me. Fuck yeah, we're gonna roast you.
No.
Fuck yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
miss.
Look at that.
No.
Crowd agrees. We're gonna roast you.
Loser. No, there's no roast, man. Like I had to put, man. I can't tell you the amount of work we put in for these last two events this year. Okay.
I'm bringing the heat this morning. I'm feeling good. I went to the Suns game last night. Made a little extra cheese on it at the FanDuel Sportsbook there at the Footprint Center. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready to fucking fire on the UFC tonight, as well as
It's
Guaranteed Saturday and all that good shit.
Yeah, no, this UFC, I'm telling you guys, this card is a great card. These last two events are going to be spectacular for us. We're already up somewhere around, I think the last time I had it calculated, we're up like 100 units on the year, something crazy like that. So this year has just been amazing for us. These next two cards are going to be great. I'm telling you, the reason why I told Kyle I wanted to come on the show today, because this card, just the card itself, is amazing. We have great bets. We have great leans in there. At the end of the write-up, so I'm trying recently, I was told by a client to, the end of the write-up, kind of throw in any leans, whether it's over, under, whether you're leaning on this fight or whether or not you want to parlay. So I've been trying to do that recently, and you'll see it in this card. You'll see at the end where we may have a stay away, but I'll put on there, this person is who I think is going to win, and I think this will hit. And I'll even throw in there some props, like this person will win by submission. And sometimes those props are paying, plus 900 or something crazy. So.
Oh, yeah. You've been definitely killing it on that aspect. What was I going to say? I was going to say something to you. I forgot now. Must not have been important. Must not have been part. Oh, I know what I was gonna fuck with you on. So I get it. You first, you were scared. You didn't want to come on the live shows. You didn't want any blowback.
No.
And now and then it was members only, and we got no blowback from members only. So we broke you in baby steps. Now we bring you on with everybody. Which, by the way, guys, if you guys haven't already hit that thumbs up button, get off your lazy asses and hit the thumbs up button. It literally takes you a second to hit the thumbs up button, and it definitely helps us when you do. All right, and if you're not subscribed to this damn YouTube channel, get off your lazy ass a second time and do it. All right, it's easier than walking to the fridge and grabbing another beer, that's for sure. But now that we get you on the live shows and you come on and I get it. You've got the voice for radio. You definitely don't have the face for TV. I get it. I understand that. But when are we going to get you on the live shows? Not just when are we going to bring your ugly mug on?
Soon. I mean, we could do it. We could do it pretty soon. I'm always just so busy, man, with everything. Yeah. And then you got me in a car, or you got me moving here, moving there, going to the event, being at the event. Those things. It's hard to hear. I have you on my Bluetooth set all the time, and I have one of the best Bluetooth sets that kind of kill the outside noise. But sometimes it's crazy noisy where I'm at, and I still do the live shows. So
I heard a rumor inside the office that management is going to start making you come work out of this office a little bit every now and then.
Yeah, well, we've been setting up for it. So I have my people, and it's one of those things, man. I mean, I'm getting older, and I go to every single event. I go to all these training camps, and so I've trained people to be able to do that stuff with me. I've been there with them. So now it's great because it benefits every one of you guys, because I'll have one person at Kings MMA, and then I'll have another person out in Florida that's able to be at a training camp over there. And then they feed me information. The COVID, while it's messed with a lot of people, it's really helped me out, because before this, I mean, Zoom and all those things, WhatsApp, all those things were there, but now it's readily accessible. It's one of those things that have been perfected because of this whole thing, this pandemic. And so I'm able to see someone train out in Coconut, wherever, in Boca Raton or wherever, and still be in Arizona, or still be in Vegas, or still be in New York, and watch someone else train. So the efficiency factor has gone up for me. We've hired way more staff, and it's one of those things that, I'm going to be more homebound. So it's going to be great. I'll still be going to the events. I'll still be centrally located to a lot of the camps. I'll still be going to camps. And, but at this point, I think it's time to start coming on live more. We thought there was going to be a blowback with the UFC. All these fighters are going to stop talking to me. They're going to stop telling me their game plan, and so forth and so on. That hasn't happened. If anything, it's ramped up. And what I need to do is just be able to assess whether or not a fighter is being honest, whether or not their coaches are being honest. And sometimes that's the most difficult part. Someone will tell you, I'm going to take this guy down from start to finish, and then they go out there and they go for a 15-minute striking match. And it's like, what happened to the game plan? Like, what happened to what you told me? Oh, well, something got, and those are the things. I have file cabinets of fighters who I know when they tell me one thing that they're going to stick to it, they're going to do it. I know that when they tell me one thing, they can get punched in the face, they panic and do another. These different fighters move camps, and I have different notes on camps and what their camp tells me and who their coaches are, and I've built these relationships. So it's time to take advantage and move forward. And we've done that with this card, man. I mean, this card is stacked. It's got a great main event. Dustin Poirier's coming off of beating Conor McGregor twice. We're looking at Charles Oliveira, who's coming off of beating Michael Chandler, in which we picked Charles Oliveira in that fight to win. Kind of shaky at the beginning. I mean, it's a great main event. We have a bet in that fight. We have a bet all over the place in this. And I think it's just a great card. So,
well, before we jump into the card, I did open it up for questions from, the people. And there is a question. Gennaro asks, what do you do for fun? I want to know what you do for fun. What does a man like FC do for fun?
I don't know. What is fun? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. I work nonstop. It's funny. You get so entrenched in what we do, and it becomes one of those things where, like you like watching sports for fun. You were at the game last night. You had a blast. I mean, we're constantly handicapping these things. We're constantly watching these things. So yeah, I do a lot of UFC stuff for fun. I train. I go to the gym. I go to the gym every morning.
Oh, hold on. Everybody,
I know it doesn't look like it.
Hold on.
But I do.
Hold on. This guy says he trains. What are you training?
Oh, I train groundwork. I mean, my knees are shot. I'm old, man.
Are you throwing darts are you training going on like the darts national championship or something?
Hey, I play ping pong. I used to throw some darts. I was in the Army. I've done so much stuff in my life. I went to culinary school when I was young.
Oh, this guy was in the Army. I forgot. Oh my God! Go Navy! Beat Army tonight.
Yeah,
Go
I know.
Navy.
Well, oh my God, that laugh track is so long. It's the longest laugh track of your life. Jesus Christ. No, but I was a medic in the Army back in the day. Jesus. I went to the Culinary Institute of America when I was younger. I've done so many things in my life that, I mean, it's just, at one time I was playing with a bunch of people on the Asian national team for ping pong to learn how to play ping pong. So, I mean, I do so many things, man. I fish just like Kyle does. I fish professionally at one point in my life. I play ping pong. I throw darts. I like to drink. I like to have one of the biggest things is I'll go to the bar down here and go talk to Sean Shelby, or, there'll be someone there that's just, hey, what's going on? What's happening? And sometimes that's how you get your best information. So yeah, man, just normal hobbies. I have kids. I like to do stuff with my kids. They're older, so I like to go out and have, daddy-daughter day, even though she's 16 years old. And my son is 14. I like to do stuff with him as well. So that's what I do for fun, and I work nonstop.
Well, we definitely know you can pick some winners.
Yeah, man. Well, that's what it's all about. And it's not even just about. It's so funny. People watch tape, and I always say this. People watch tape, and people try to pick winners. Dude, we're eliminating as much risk as we can from every single bet, from every single fight. And sometimes it doesn't work out in our favor, but a lot of times it does. A lot of times in this year it does. And so that's what it's all about. It's about eliminating different factors that you as a bettor cannot eliminate without our help. And talking to these coaches, knowing the game plan, knowing these fighters, seeing them train. There's a fighter on this card who's got a major shoulder injury. We know that. Not a lot of people know that. The other fighter, and it's a bettable line. And I think in the write-up I even put in there that the fighter has a shoulder injury, but there are different things. Those are the factors that we're able to bring and able to eliminate for you guys in order to provide you the best card. And each week's going to be different. There's some weeks where we nearly sweep, we'll get one wrong. And then there's some weeks where the minus 900 will slip on a banana peel and bump her head and get knocked out. Those things happen. But it's about the long-term elimination of risk, and that's what we do for you guys. That's these next two cards. That's what it's all about, eliminating all the risk for you guys. People bet it. People just set it and forget it and make money. People read the write-ups, bet every single fight, do a continuation bet is what I call it, where they watch the first fight, they bet what I have, and then they go to the second one, and they keep adding on. Those people make a killing at the end of the year.
Alex, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. Alex wants to know if FC and Dana are hangout buddies.
Yeah, we've hung out before. We've had dinner. Dana's a really busy guy. You have to go through his assistant to sit with him most times. But later on, he's a drinker. The guy will drink in the morning. You provide him a shot, and he'll drink. He's just a really cool guy. Back in the day, he was more intense. Now he's super fucking rich. So he's a different cat, man. I mean, I can't tell you all the stuff that I've seen Dana do, but this is a guy who had a fighter reach out to him on Instagram and say, man, a buddy of mine has a kid who's going to the hospital. He said, don't even continue. I got this covered. Sent him like 25 grand. It was just, he does stuff like this constantly. I watch him in a hotel. Someone will come up to him that knows him, and he's like, here's 10 grand just to go play and go have fun at the wherever. So he does a lot of stuff for charity. He's a really good dude, really big drinker. I think he owns stock in Howlerhead now. I see him constantly with Howlerhead, Banana with it's nuts, man. I mean, I always see the Nelk boys out with him also. I don't know if you know who Nelk is, but they have their own little YouTube channel and their own little alcoholic beverage empire. And so, yeah, he's a really cool guy. He always has really cool people hanging around him. And I love Dana. I know there's some people, he's a polarizing figure. Some people hate him. I've had to negotiate against him, and I can understand why people hate him. He's a very tough negotiator. He's very, very good at what he does. But I like the guy. I think I've seen enough from him outside of the negotiation portion, the business portion, to know that he's a good individual who just really tries to do his best. So.
All right, so here's what I want to know. Moving into UFC 269, I know we got a fucking awesome card.
Yeah.
We got an awesome card today. I know you've got some killer fucking wagers set for everybody on it. And without getting into detail on what some of the fights and whatnot, there's a couple fights that I want to talk about. And believe it or not, there are a couple of the early ones. All right, there's a couple early ones that I want to talk about.
Okay.
And we'll start with the second fight first. The Randy Costa fight and the Tony Kelly fight. Now, that's not the one that I really want to jump into, but we're going to start on this one first. I know you didn't put out anything on this fight. I know you gave out some great leans on it and where you think the line is going to go. You get Randy Costa at minus $1.80, over and under 1.5 rounds, minus 135, or plus money for the under. What should people expect on this Randy Costa fight? Give us something.
Well, we talked about one fighter who was injured. Tony Kelly has a really bad shoulder injury. This is a fighter who he's coming in here, not 100%. Randy Costa needs a win. Randy Costa is one of these fighters that first round or bust. I mean, these guys, he goes hard in the first round. He's been wanting to correct that for a while. He just fought Adrian Yanez, and in the first round, pieced him up with a jab. I mean, Yanez, I thought Yanez was going to be knocked out. We had a bet on Yanez that night, and I was like, please stop. Move your head. Stop getting hit by a jab. Like, he just kept getting jabbed. But Randy Costa is also this kind of guy who just doesn't know how to gauge his gas tank. He'll go hard. He'll throw these, he likes his karate stance, but he'll throw these crazy kicks, and he gasses himself out. That's why the under is set at 1.5, because Randy Costa is not, he's a one-round fighter. Again, he's been trying to fix these things. The crazy thing is, Tony Kelly's never been knocked out. He's a very durable guy. So this is kind of one of those fights. The reason why we stayed away is because it's one of those weird fights where it's like Randy Costa, I really like him. I really think he's going to win. I think he was like minus 260 at the beginning of the week. He dropped down to like minus 200 by Thursday. Now he's minus 180. A lot of people are backing Tony Kelly, his durability. Tony Kelly's also older, and he's going to want to strike in this matchup. He's going to give Randy Costa his win condition. So I expect Randy Costa to come out here. I think there's going to be a couple of surprises on this card. I think there's going to be a couple of people that you don't normally get knocked out. They get knocked out. If I had to predict this fight, I think Randy Costa comes out here and takes out Tony Kelly. I think Tony Kelly's hurt. I think his shoulder has caused him to he's going to have gas issues as well. Even if this goes over, I do think Randy Costa gets this done inside the distance. Whenever you're over under 1.5, man, it's hard. It's hard to gauge. If it was over under 2.5, I would say pick the under all day. But that 1.5, that 7-minute mark is like, it's a weird mark to hit. And it can easily go over by 10 seconds and the fight still be dynamic and still be crazy. Or it could just be a lull fest where somebody takes someone down and holds them down. Next thing you know, it goes to a decision. So it's hard to predict those kind of things. But I think in this fight, I like Randy Costa. I like Randy Costa inside the distance. I was surprised when he got down to minus 180. I think he's minus 200 and above type material. I think anything that you get that is not minus 200 is value. But I wouldn't go crazy on it because, again, he's a one-round fighter. You're expecting that first round. You want to see him come out and do well, and you want to see Tony Kelly wobble. You want to see him hurt. You want to see him trying to shoot for takedowns, and you want to see what you're looking for is for Randy Costa to kind of pace himself a little bit more. Come out here with a pace like he wants to, but also make sure that he can maintain that over 2.5, 3 rounds. What I will say is this is a great live betting opportunity. If you take Randy Costa early, he doesn't get the first round knockout. He's going to dominate that first round. He's going to be coming out. If you start seeing him gas, I would hit that line on Tony Kelly. You're probably going to get a plus 400, plus 500. And so that's how I would play this. I would take possibly an arbitrage opportunity if there is one somewhere within the books that you currently have. But at the end of the day, I think I would bet Randy Costa inside the distance, free bet, and then I would look to live bet Tony Kelly after round one if you start seeing Costa just blow his load, and if you see him just going crazy, and you realize that in the corner he's huffing and puffing, and they're holding up, they're putting ice on his back, and they're putting water on his head. At that point, I would live bet Tony Kelly.
How live is the Randy Costa to win by KO, TKO, or DQ in round one at plus 180? Any value to it?
There's definitely that's his win condition. I mean, he's a one round fighter. He's not a submission artist. He's a knockout artist. Problem is Tony Kelly's never been knocked out, but that doesn't matter. We see that all the time when someone's never been knocked out. 18 seconds to a fight, they're done. They get hit up. So there is value there. You're pretty much picking the guy and his win condition. You have a lot of things there. So when the line is that wide, or you're getting, I mean that's kind of a crazy line. That's a good catch. So
now moving into the one that I really wanted to talk about, and I'm kind of surprised it's the opening fight for tonight, but the Jillian Robertson fight. She's a minus 350 favorite against Priscilla. The over 2.5 is plus money at plus $1.30. The under, you got to lay the juice at minus $1.60 for under 2.5 rounds. Now, I've read your write-up, and if people are not on the write-up, you're very descriptive on where you worry about with Jillian Robertson giving up size to Priscilla.
And Priscilla missed weight. Priscilla Cachoeira. Yeah, she missed weight by, I think, 3 pounds is what I saw in the report.
What do you like in this fight? Because I know where you put the value that you said the only way to bet on her would be inside the distance or by submission, which is likely. Now, when you look at her by submission, submission in the first round is plus 215.
Mm-hmm.
As a whole, Jillian Roberts to win by submission or decision, you still got to lay over 2-1. You got to lay minus 225.
Yeah, when I was surprised, Jillian Robertson was like minus. I think she started like minus 260. That's an okay line, and then she jumped up to like minus 400, and now she's teetering in that. The thing with this fight is, I do like Jillian Robertson. She used to be a fighter that we always bet on to win by submission, and she pulled us a lot of great money, and we always bet unders in her fights. But recently she's been outsized, and you see her trying to take people down, she's been exposed a little bit for not having the best wrestling game. You can be the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu expert in the world, but if you can't take a fighter down, or they're bigger than you or stronger than you, there's no way you're going to submit them. So Jillian Robertson is coming into this undersized. She's going to be smaller. Priscilla Cachoeira is coming in. She lost a bunch of fights, and then she got a win. It saved her job. She got actually a couple wins that saved her job. But then she came in overweight, and now she's feeling the pressure again. And talking to her last night, I almost made this. I almost called you and said, let's put in a bet. I do like the under 2.5 here. We almost made that a bet, and last night I almost called you for an emergency. Let's update the card to make this a bet because of what I heard from Priscilla Cachoeira. She is determined to try to come out here and get a knockout win. And honestly, Jillian Robertson's a person who she doesn't like getting hit. She'll get hit in the face, and you can see her start to crumble. She's shown instances of that before, and she's crumbled. She's been fighting that. She's been fighting her demons in there, and she's been doing better. But
I don't know about you, but I don't like getting punched in the fucking face.
No, I don't either. But if Priscilla Cachoeira comes out here, punches her in the face, she could put her out in the first round. If she doesn't put her out, I don't think Priscilla Cachoeira, in talking to her, she has the gas tank to go all 3 rounds. I think the takedowns will happen. I wouldn't bet Jillian Robertson in round 1 because Priscilla Cachoeira is going to be bigger. She's going to be coming out there. She's going to be swinging. Jillian Robertson in round 2 and round 3 submissions, those things are better because what's going to end up happening is Priscilla's going to get sloppy. She always does. she's going to get sloppy the longer this fight goes. The second she gets sloppy, Jillian's going to be right there on her hips to be able to take her down. And Priscilla's been submitted before. She can get submitted again. She can be ground and pound finish. That's why I picked Jillian Robertson inside the distance. But what I really like in this fight is the under 2.5.
Okay, so
crazy that a women's fight is juiced at under, which is never happens, but there's a reason for it.
So here's my question, and because I'm trying to get a bet for everybody out of here. Okay, FC has already said that he likes the under 2.5. But if you're betting on Bet Online,
solid.
If you're on Bet Online, the under 2.5 rounds is minus $1.60. Goes the distance. The does not go the distance is only minus 185. Now, juice only matters when you lose. Would you take that extra 2.5 rounds to spare the extra 2 minutes and 29 seconds to possibly get a late submission for an extra 25-cent juice, or would you just take the under 2.5?
No, I would. I mean, if you're able to get that line, I think even I haven't checked it recently, but last I saw on DraftKings was like minus 175.
Yeah, DraftKings is up to 200. You got to lay 2-1. I've got DraftKings up, and I'm looking at it. Fight goes the distance, no, minus 200. But on Bet Online, over our friends over at betonline.ag, it's still minus 185 for fight goes the distance, no.
I think that's great. I mean, you're only paying a couple cents more for it's a really good. What could happen here, honestly, is Priscilla Cachoeira could gas out in the first round, start to gas in the second. Jillian Robertson gets on top, can't get the submission. Jillian Robertson wants to get a finish. They both want to get a finish. So we're looking at a finish possibly happening with only 10 seconds left, which we've seen in the UFC before. That is a possibility here, as one person gasses, the other person doesn't quit on the finish, doesn't want to coast, just make sure that they want to try to secure a bonus or try to secure a win in dominant fashion to where they can get that finish on their record. Both girls want it that badly. So this could be one of those things where Priscilla's so big that Jillian can't take her down until the third round. Well, that third round, you're looking at setting up a submission. 2.5 minutes, that's great. That's enough time. But wouldn't it be better if you had 3.5? You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be better if you had 4 minutes? And if you were sitting on a bet where Jillian Robertson is on top of a tired Priscilla Cachoeira in the third round, and she's trying to sink in armbar, she's trying to sink in a rear naked choke, she's on her back, and you're sitting there and you're watching the seconds tick, and you're like, damn, 10 seconds. And it's one of those things where, hey, maybe not go the distance. There's less sweat there. When she gets on top of her with 4 minutes left, you know that this girl's got 4 minutes to work. She doesn't only have a minute and a half, 2 minutes to work. So, yeah, I would go. I like that bet a little bit better. I just, when I saw it in my books, it was, I don't like to go minus 200 unless I know it's a lock.
Yeah.
But yeah, minus 185. I think there's value there, especially when you're sitting at a minus 160, minus 170, under 2.5.
Either under 2.5 rounds, or if you can get the does not go the distance at a more favorable price, like you can on Bet Online currently at minus 185. That is what you do. So what everybody needs to do is, again, if you haven't done so, get off your lazy rears, hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Become a YouTube exclusive member. That way you get access to members only content. And by the way, I'm going to start making FC give us UFC and Bellator fight picks for the members only stuff. He doesn't know it yet, and yeah, he can hear us because he's still on the phone. He doesn't know it's coming, but it's fucking coming, and he doesn't have a choice. That's coming soon, so become a YouTube exclusive member, and then it's $29.99 for his full fight card. Go out, grab his fight card. It's a whopping, that's it, $29.99. And
yeah, super cheap, a lot of info.
It's very cheap for what you get in the info. I mean, fucking the information in the write-ups is insane for $30. The Guaranteed Max fight pick is going to be an absolute banger, just like Guaranteed Saturday. So make sure you guys go out and get that. That is only $25 for a monster. So make sure you guys get on board that one. It's going to be a great time. And then everybody give him a round of applause. We do thank you, brother, for finally coming out of Tora Bora, out of the caves, and come and chat with us. You know?
Yeah, anytime, man. Well, I'll be coming on more. They're forcing me to be office bound soon. We got a special
office for you in the Phoenix office. When they told me you're going to start working out of here, you're going to be. I know you know what the FNG is. So we've got the FNG's office all set up for you. There's a mop in there. There's a fucking couple brooms, some dustpans.
I've heard.
And we got you a little desk and a little clickety-click night light in there. For when we shut the door, the light will turn on for you. And it's going to be good.
It'll be all good, though. I mean, I'll still be hitting the road during the week, and I'll still be
I know you will.
going places and you can't. But at the same time, it's about providing more content for you guys and providing more information. And so, if people they want me to do that, and I like the idea, we're definitely going to do it. So it's going to happen.
Oh yeah. All right, folks. Everybody, give FC a warm round of applause, brother. I do appreciate you coming on board. Always fun to get somebody on our team. Might as well be you.
Yeah, man. All right, guys, take it easy. We're gonna make some money tonight. Get that card. I'm telling you, get that card. Get that card.
Yes, everybody, listen to him. Go get his card.
All right, brother. Bye.
Bye. Mic drop. FC is out. We do appreciate him coming on board, and I'm telling you guys, make sure you guys get on board it. Guaranteed Saturday. You have until 5 p.m. Eastern time. By the way, my NFL Game of the Year for tomorrow will be up on the website later on tonight. If you're not on it, go get it. It's $50 special one-off game tomorrow, NFL Game of the Year. We also have our big Sunday NFL guaranteed play tomorrow as well, so we get 2 monsters in the NFL tomorrow. It's going to be a fucking good time, and we love making that money. So let's hammer the books, guys, all right? Please, everybody, no matter what, wager responsibly today. By the way, premium plays, they have not started, just so you guys know. The first premium play does not start for 25 minutes. All right, first premium play in 25 minutes. My first personal play in 2 hours and 25 minutes. So get on board, guys. It's going to be a great time. Let's make a boatload of money, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow morning for Sunday's NFL breakdowns. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. And again, thanks to everybody that tuned in. I had a lot of fun this morning. Good luck, everybody.